What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the pit bike project. Today we are doing a new paint job, new air filter, new exhaust, new brakes, new this, new that. But first, we got to get it off the truck before we can go any further. So stay tuned. So winter finally hit, so we got our fire going here, nice and cozy. We got our pit bike in position. She's ready to be worked on. Now let's go over everything that we're gonna be doing today. First things first on the list today is we're gonna be doing a full respray of all the fairings in this key lime gloss, paint and primer. And yes, I have an extra can over there. I think 2 cans will be plenty. So fairing, or front fairing, gas tank fairing. We're gonna paint the rear fairing, of course. And then I may even paint these bad boys down here, the mud guards. And then as time allows, we're also gonna put on, hopefully, this new exhaust, this new air filter, these little foot pegs, new ignition coil, new rear brakes. So we have a whole laundry list of stuff here to do. The thing we're gonna try to do is bend this rear seat subframe here is tweaked to the left. I'm gonna try to bend that back over as far as I can. And then here's our new exhaust. I think it looks better than what we got on here. We're gonna try to get that on there. And then when I bought it, this brake lever here was broken, and I realized it's just the tip was broken. So I got online and I found this cool little thing here that should bolt right on there. So we gotta put that on. Then we got our lovely coil here, which you can see the wire here looks like it melted onto the exhaust, so that's seen better days for sure. So we got a whole brand new setup here. We just got to put that on. That's pretty quick and easy. Well, that's enough jibber jabbering. Let's get right to it. I'm going to start by taking off all these fairings and getting them ready for paint. Time lapse in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we got her stripped down, we got her seat off, all our fairings off that we're gonna paint. And as you can see here, this bike was chewed on by a dog quite a bit. So it's definitely not perfect, so I'm not worried about making all this perfect. I'm not a professional painter or anything like that, but we're gonna make it look a little bit cooler than it was before. And now that I got the back fairing off here, you can see just how tweaked this frame is right here. As you can see, the whole side here is pushed in. So I'm gonna try to get a crowbar or a sledgehammer or something and get this thing bent back over. Alrighty, well, we got the bike all stripped down. I got the seat frame straightened up as good as I could get it. I got the bike washed. I got our fairings all washed and sanded down. I used one of these Scotch-Brite pads just to sand everything down. And now we're ready to go on with the coat of the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Paint and Primer Key Gloss Lime. Shout out to Rust-Oleum for this cool color. All right, without further ado, let's lay on some paint. guys. Well, we got our first coat of paint on here and it's looking fantastic. I indirectly painted my dad's lawnmower ramps, but that's okay, he'll get over it. All right, well, instead of sitting here watching paint dry, I can go ahead and get started on the exhaust and some of the other items while this dries. And once everything's ready, we'll slap it back together. All right, so we're gonna cut this pipe off right here because we gotta reuse this section right here. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, so I got my new exhaust mocked up here. I just kind of got the bolt started here. I had to drill out this bracket here for that bolt to fit through it, but that fit pretty well. And then I got it lined up here. I'm just gonna weld this, and then I'm gonna weld these slots, and then down here I'm gonna try to clamp it if I can. And we're using this like 30-year-old Sears Craftsman MIG welder. It should do the job. All right, well, I'm no professional welder by any means. Definitely not pretty, but it should hold just fine. Now we just got to get her bolted back on here, bolt here, and a clamp down here, and we should be good to go. Alrighty, so my air filter doesn't fit. I ran out of time to do the rear brakes. I may or may not still put these on. The fairings are all dry, and we're gonna throw those back on here real quick and see what this beast looks like. All right, guys, I finally got the paint job completed. The total cost for this paint job was around 20, 25 bucks, something like that. So I think it came out pretty good for that price. Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.